Welcome everybody to the Agoro Esports Championships and Summit on this bright Thursday. My name is Slimo, the host for this amazing discussion. I've got three interesting gentlemen here with me, but most importantly, three interesting personalities. I'll be introducing them to you shortly, but this is the Agoro Esports Championships. Everything esports you want to know, Agoro Esports has got you. This conversation is going to be about esports development and esports business in Africa, and I can't wait to tell you who these gentlemen are here with me. Now, on my left, I've got Prince Jefferson, an international tournament director, also a coach, a referee, almost doing everything within the esports system in Ghana. Jeff, you're welcome. And I've also got Mr. Ampao, the man behind Prime Group of Companies. But here we are going to be focusing on the Prime Esports. Mr. Ampao, you're welcome to the show. And finally, I've got Mr. Aram Teria, the founder of Letty Art, a video game company from Ghana. Mr. Aram, you're also welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for watching. But first of all, with esports, and I know you guys are really deep-rooted with esports, I'll be starting with Mr. Aram. Now, you coming into esports in Ghana, how have you seen the esports development in the country like?
Yeah, I think it's been a remarkable steady growth, and I think it's now gotten the recognition as esports, because way back in the 90s, you know, we used to gather around television and play in game centers all over. I grew up in Kumasi, so Kumasi was a hot place for Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, and those times. And we used to organize competitions in the universities like KNUST during Trade and Technology Fair and all that, right? And at that time, there were still like pot prizes and all that, but at a very smaller scale, because we were still fighting the cultural mindset of, is our games actually a career path or not? But now, at least, VGA Esports is really giving us, like, Sly, you are doing so well, branding the whole space, making it something worthwhile for even parents to enjoy, right? When people see guys playing on television and all the shoutcasting and all that, it's come very far. And it's also giving livelihoods to, like, the masses, the youth, right? This is an avenue for employment of the masses, right, where people have fun and play. So I think Ghana has come far, Africa has come far, and we are really moving fast to be at par with the West when it comes to esports. So definitely on a positive tangent.
Incredible. Now, coming to you, Mr. Ampao. Now, you kind of manage the whole Prime Group of companies, but let's stick to Prime Esports. How has your journey been like, and how do you think the growth has been like for you?
It's not that easy, you know. It's not that easy when you talk about managing an esports team, and it's to be honest with you, it's not that easy. As my brother Letty spoke about, actually, let's say we are in the stage, or we are in the era that things have really changed comparing to years back. I hope you understand me. Yes. Right now, it has and esports have really created opportunity for a lot of the pro gamers. Way back, we couldn't get that opportunity. Yes, and comparing to my team and others, I would say my team have really climbed up to the stage that at the beginning it wasn't that easy. I nearly back off but I said nah, we have to push yourselves, because I've been in this thing almost the whole of my life, so I have to just put in and commit myself with my team so that we can just grow it. And it's growing. I will say things are moving smoothly and as expected. Yeah, that's what I would say.
Brilliant. Now, to your side of things, Prince Jefferson. Now, I know when people think of esports, they usually think of one side and one side only, players. But there's more to esports. Now, you being a tournament director, a referee, a coach, how has the esport development been for you?
Okay, now the esports has really grown massively. The growth in esports now has been massively. We've actually changed the conception that esports is for kubolos. Now we've changed the aspect of it. Now parents and guardians really see the benefit of esports and actually the growth of esports in Ghana.
Brilliant, brilliant. Well, esports is not only for players now, but for esports, I feel like gaming and esports, when you want to take it seriously in this country, you want to pitch an idea to someone, he always mention one thing to you: business. Now, esports as a business, Mr. Aram, I know you are the founder of Letty Arts, and of course, it's a business on its own.
Yes.
What do you think about the business side of esports? And if someone wants to get into esports, how can he make it a business?
Yes, so for this question, I'll take it from two angles. So it brings esports, it's a part of gaming as a whole. And gaming has also two parts, which is the development and then the playing, right? So the development aspect is also quite young on the continent, and the playing is also young, right? So as a business, it's only in games that you can eat from both ends. So the development aspect also involves all skill sets. Like in making a game, you need artists, programmers, you need musicians, you need marketers, shoutcasters, you need every skill set within the game, because someone has to voice, someone has to draw the character, someone has to draw the environment. All that is the mechanics, the game, how it should be. All that is rich, technical, creative product at the same time that makes use of every skill set. So in the business of that, you actually create jobs for almost everyone. Then the game that you build itself is also a business on its own, because you have to make money from the game. Because when you make the mechanics, you need to put in that people can buy stuff within the game, upgrade their players, buy new environment, expansion packs, right? Change new skins, put local content into it. Like now that gaming is new in Africa, we are now trying to culturalize all the video games. Like you can see Valorant just put a Ghanaian character within Astra within there. Shurima, they brought in an African colony. So all these AAA games are trying to culturalize games to suit regions, right? And that is all business. So all the old games are revived through culturalization in new markets, which creates the business model for the video games. Then that spawns into the esports. So in video games, you also employ testers. After you build the game, there is a group of people who play the games. Like for us, Letty Arts, we've actually signed some agreement with Play Province to be our testers of our video games. So when we make the game, we give it to a group of testers. At first, they were called testers, but now they are called Play Province, or like a group.
Yeah.
So you have Prime Esports.
Yeah.
All these guys can now become testers for video game companies for their games, and they can be paid for it, or they can do cross marketing. Because now that I've mentioned Play Province, it has given them exposure, right? Yeah. Then they now have to also do competitive gameplay with the game. So though the game is a business on its own, people will download, make money. The company like EA and the rest, or Letty Arts, our games, when we launch our games and you play and you buy stuff in the game, I make money. If you play our games and an advertisement comes up, I make money, right? That is a business model. Then the one who is playing it is now, if it's playing it competitively, then there is a complete tournament, and there's a prize pool that comes with sponsorship and all that.
Just like the Agoro Esports.
Just like the Agoro Esports. So that is the esports. So at some point they decided that, hey, because there's competition within the game, just like a soccer, why don't we make it into a business? That's why the esports also spawned. So it's a proud moment for me to hear Prime saying that my team. Can you imagine? It's like GFA saying our Ghanaian team. He is also now proud to say my team. You know, he can trade players, he can loan players for money and all that. So that also creates a business on its own. So competitive gameplay is even now becoming bigger, right, than the traditional esports, traditional sports, because people can sit home and just launch Candy Crush or Clash of Clans, and you are playing with another friend somewhere. So if Clash of Clans realizes that, hey, Africans are playing the game, maybe let's do Clash of African Tribes, and they release their skin, automatically Supercell starts making money again from the traditional one.
Yeah.
It spawns a new group of players who are playing Clash of African Tribes competitively. So you can see the business of it. Both the makers make money, the players make money, and sponsors also make money. So it's a big business. And now, if I should tell you that the gaming industry is bigger than the music, movies, and sports combined.
Wow.
That is how huge the industry is. So if Africa should embrace this, all that I've said, Africa is not part of, because Africa still contributes less than 2% of the global game, the $200 billion revenue. Africa, 1 billion people, we contribute less than 2% of the global game revenue. So imagine the billion people all embracing games. Because US is how many people? Like 300 or 400 million people.
Yeah.
But Africa has 1 billion plus people. Yet we are not contributing to that. So imagine. So I'll just leave the answer there, and then you can answer it yourself.
You have us pondering over that for a very long time. Now let's go to Mr. Alpa. Now, you being the founder and owner of Prime Esports team, and then you trying to tell your players how to make esports a business. Now we know about you going to play tournaments and then you being able to win, but I feel like there's more to it with esports being a business. So what do you tell your players how to make money from esports? Is it content creation? Is it signing deals? What do you tell your players about how to make esports a business?
It's very simple, and don't forget, I'm also the director of logistics and procurement of Ghana Esports Association.
Incredible.
And I'm also a logistician. Mostly, I normally actually this one. It's okay. Hello. Yeah, and I normally ship games to Ghana and sell from Dubai. Controllers, name them,
consoles,
all games.
everything.
Yeah, aside that, cars and all that. But so one thing I used to advise my players is that there are a lot of avenues, or there are a lot of let's say jobs you can get in esports. One is the shoutcasting, one is the marketing, content creating, video, even doing some music, editing, soundtracking, everything, graphic design, everything. There are a lot of opportunities in it. So I always advise them that if you are seeing yourself as a professional player, you also have to take something from it, right? Like learning how to do some graphic design. Because right now, if someone designs a flyer for a tournament, it takes money. Yeah, so even if you have a player in it, you can just take it as a job. Hope you understand me. And moreover, to let's say how to stream. Streaming is very a part of the job, this thing in the esports. So I can say it's good. And mostly and I normally advise them to, if when it comes to the esports, one thing about the street guys, or one thing about the guys is gambling. Nothing comes in their head. They don't really see the bigger picture. Like right now, esports is giving an opportunity for people to travel to Saudi Arabia, Romania, and all that. Some people don't see it that way. So I advise them to just get your passport right, at least to boost your morale. Because when you see them flying, you see the pictures in a group, just try to also, boost your morale. Because at least if a mom sees you traveling because of esports, you'll be happy. You'll be happy. And there are lots of courses online pertaining to esports management, esports law, esports that. Yes, there are a lot of things. So anything you see, just grab it, learn. Just try to get a bigger picture and stop thinking about today about the gambling in 2 Ghana and 3 Ghana cities. I hope you understand. So that's what I normally advise them to take. Yeah.
Excellent take. I hope players who are in the Ghana esports system, and not just only Ghana, Africa and the world at large, will really take this advice and then help themselves with it. Now, to you, Prince Jefferson. Now, I stated earlier in your introduction that you've become an international coach. Now, you go into Saudi Arabia for that tournament. And how did you see the Saudi Arabians' view on esports as a business for yourself as a coach?
Okay, actually, esports is growing rapidly in Saudi Arabia too as well. What I experienced is that they are even having some courses for esports in their country. So they are having programs in their universities that actually create employment to individuals in their countries. And Ghana, yeah, coming to Ghana, yeah, we are actually trying to introduce that kind of certificate jobs. So we are having the esports law and management certificate that will be happening on the 4th of December to 15th.
Wow,
it's
watch out for
actually
that.
from Southern University
Law Center, yeah.
Yep, and we are having another training for referees and coach that will be coming very soon. Is another certificate by IESF.
Wow.
And another one is University of Barcelona also offering a year cost for esports. So you could see that esports is actually growing in Ghana. It's actually creating more businesses, because once you get certificates in this kind of courses, you will now become internationally recognized. So you could manage any international tournament, you could manage anything, which could create opportunities to individuals.
Wow, incredible. Now, final question before we leave. Now, the reason why we are all here today is for the Agoro Esports Championships and the Summit. Now, you being in the Ghanaian esports and gaming industry, when you see people or companies like Agoro Esports do something like this, what does that mean to you?
I was told him I looked for this place because the venue was just bouncing. Like, things like this make me smile and happy in my spirit, right? I told Chum I will definitely pass by, like, as much as I'm so busy. Like today, a lot of emergencies sprang up, but I still made my way here.
Thank you very much.
That is a kind of spirit, like joy, that when we see things like this make our spirit feel right. And for me, I'm so happy that he talked about the courses and certification. And I can also say that Ashesi University also started a game design and development course elective under computer science.
Brilliant.
And currently is running this semester, right? And it's amazing. So it means even tertiary universities here in Ghana have now recognized the value of video games. So such things like the competitions and all these events happening proves to the ecosystem that there is a career path. There is an end. I can do this, and these people like Agro, like the companies like Agro Esports and the association and Play Profit and all those guys are there for me. Right, so that is what I have to say.
That's top notch. Now, Mr. Ampao, your final words on. I usually see your logo on a lot of tournaments, like the Agoro Esports Championships. We saw your logo on that. Now, for Agoro Esports Championships, what makes you have your logo on it? What makes you want to partner with things like this?
Since I'm a let's say video game or game enthusiast, anything I see, I just try to push it up. And it has been with me since even I plan to establish or create my team. Anything I see, I want to sponsor, I want to push, I want to share, anything, I want to give my all to it, because that's what really made me. Okay, that's what really made me, because I grew up from the house or the neighborhood that my dad bought me a game.
Wow.
He bought me a family com when I was in St. Anthony, Saturday school. He bought me a game. He even bought me everything he did for me. So it has been with me since, from Odoko, where game grew up from. So when I see any flyer or anyone who is trying to organize a tournament, I just try to DM the person, tell him, bro, what should I bring on board? What should I try to help? Like, what should I do to help? Just tell me anything. Okay, and I see that to be something that we have to try and help the youth, and also they also learn from it. I hope you understand. Yeah, so that's what I have to say about it.
Wow, incredible. Yeah. Now, final words are going to be from Prince Jefferson. Now, you coming in as a tournament director and a referee as well. Do you see encouragement with what Agoro Esports is doing with the summit and the whole championships?
I could see Agoro Esports as one of the top-notch competitive competition happening now, having more than 10 or to 15 top 20 when you're rating gamers in Ghana, because I've been managing tournaments for over 6 years now, and I know players. I know real players in Ghana here that has been coming for event to event, and I could mention about top 10. I could mention 10 players out of top 20 in Ghana here that are participating in this tournament, and so far so good. The participation to, like, the number of participants playing in the Agoro Esports is really mind blowing. I could let me keep it.
Yeah, incredible. Short.
It's an incredible.
Short and sweet from Prince Deficit. Now, I want to say a big thank you all for making your way to the Agoro Esports Championship and Summit. I've just enjoyed myself throughout the whole day, from the championships to speaking with these incredible gentlemen. I hope you do too. It is for the Agoro Esports Championship and Summit. My name is Slimor, and I'll catch you some other time. Slimor.
And they're bragging the goal 2.0. Today we don't go here. We don't go here. Today we don't go here. Come on, what's up? What? What do you mean? What do you mean? Yes. La vista, yo, Daily. La vista to do come back, right? Come back, right?
Charlie.
Okay.
Then we know.
So, what's it?
Then win who?
So you can slide
This one, they play for back.
with the. Right, who be the next